How's it going, YouTube? Today we're working on a 2022 Honda CR-V. Decided to bring the camera out, kind of show you guys how to pop the door panel. They're pretty simple, and the front and the back are pretty much the exact same, but I'll go ahead and do both door panels to show you guys. But first, I always start off with the plastic parts. You don't necessarily have to take off this, but it's so easy to take off, I just go ahead and do it anyways. You just get one of your little plastic tools. Try to use plastic and not metal. You just jam it down in there, pop, and it just comes right out with just one little plastic pin that holds it in. And then we're going to come down to the window switch. Once again, still with a plastic tool. Kind of come in at an angle. It's a little bit easier, I've noticed, to come on this back corner versus the front corner. And once again, it's just usually about one or two clips that hangs on. And just pop it right up. Kind of feel around, make sure there's nothing else. Which we don't. You just have this front clip and a couple of those ones around the border. So that would be easy. And you have one screw, which I'll grab you guys and kind of show you. You have just the one screw that's in behind the actual window switch itself. So you're gonna take out this screw. All right, screw is out. And in a lot of these videos, you'll see guys that leave the window switch still hanging. Try to put it back in there. Don't actually clip it back in, but kind of just let it hang. That way when you're bringing the door panel up, you're not slapping this along all the leather and the plastic, damaging it. So I've just seen in some videos the guys popping door panels. Try to put this back in. Like I said, you don't have to actually push it back in, just kind of let it sit there. And it will still bounce around a little bit, but it's not like bouncing around, scraping on this as you're trying to tug on the door panel. So just kind of protect the customer's car as much as you can. And on this one, start at this front corner. Don't start on the back or up here or anything like that. Always try to start on the bottom corner towards the car. On most vehicles, that's where it's gonna pop out the most. So once again, grab your plastic tool, kind of feel around in there, try to find the gap, kind of get it started. And then you can just kind of bring your fingers up till you get to the next one on both sides. Put your knee on the bottom side of the door so you're not swinging the door back and forth hitting stuff. And just kind of pull up gently, but make sure you're pulling as close as you can to the pin. I'm not pulling down here because you're putting more stress on the door panels. Always bring your fingers up, get as close as you can to the pin where it's pretty much pinching your hand in the door. And just kind of pry up and you'll kind of feel it and you kind of just tug a little bit. If you're having too much trouble pulling and the pin's not coming, you probably need to reposition yourself. So it looks like we've got all of them free, and that's what I was talking about. See how the window switch is still in here? That's what you want. You don't want it bouncing around as you're popping the door panel back and forth. So then you're just gonna come, try to sit inside the car if you can, get to this top corner, and usually I try to go at an angle towards the outside. So I just grab from the bottom, go from the top, you kind of just push up a little bit. And then these sweeps, they don't clip in or anything. You literally just pull it straight up. It looks like it has a clip, but you don't have to push in or anything like that. You just grab your finger. I'm trying to show you guys, but you just grab your finger underneath it and kind of just pull straight up and go along with it. And there you go. That's the back door panel. Now we're gonna move on to the front. All right, we're on the front door now. Same method. Like I said, back door and the front door is pretty much the same. So take your plastic tool, kind of shove out in this back corner, kind of pry up a little bit. There should be like 6 pins, I believe, that hold it in. If you do need to unplug it, I don't, but you can unplug it. And now that we got the window switch out, you have to get your screw behind the panel. Put your switch back in so it's not flopping around. Get your plastic tool, start in the corner. Kind of work around again. Take your hands, bring them around to where it's tight. Put your knee on the bottom of the door. That way when you're pulling the door, you're not pulling it towards you. So you have a little bit of pressure on it. Okay, so now that we have all the pins popped on around the sides, you just have a couple pins behind the armrests that are still in place. You don't have to take the triangle piece, the speaker, off on the front doors. You can take the panel off without it. I do take the ones off the back just to get out of the way, but you can leave the ones on the front in place. So now we're just gonna go ahead and pop this top. There's like 4 screws. Kind of hear them pop. And there you go. So that is how you take off the door panels on the rear and the front on a 2022 Honda CR-V. And if you guys like the video, please like, comment down below if you guys want to see any more door panel popping videos, and I'll definitely upload them. Until next time, I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you in the next one.